Let's see what this shit had on.
Over here, we are distributing a safe supply of drugs. This means that you are at no risk of overdosing on fentanyl.
Wait a minute. This video already starting crazy. This nigga is saying they're giving away drugs so they won't overdose on fentanyl. So they giving them clean drugs because the drugs is dirty. This is already fucked.
You in those boxes, and we want this model to be legislated so that it can happen all over.
Legalize all drugs.
Stop dying.
Right now, I am in the lush rainforest of Vancouver, British Columbia. And only 10 minutes from where I'm standing is East Hastings Street. Located in Vancouver's downtown east side, the area has become infamous for the rampant drug abuse and homelessness that plagues the area. Since the 1980s, East Hastings Street has been lined with people suffering from addiction, mental illness, and poverty. In 2016, Canada listed the issue of drug overdosing as a public health emergency. And since then, over 14,000 people have lost their lives, mainly due to the opioid fentanyl. But in recent years, the area has drawn controversy for its January 2023 decision to decriminalize drug possession under 2.5 grams. This also came with an act that allowed public drug use in some areas. Local harm reduction programs provide the area with clean needles, crack pipes, drug testing kits, and safe injection sites to lower the spread of diseases, infection, and accidental overdoses.
There's no weed out there.
To run rampant,
they got weed.
The police and local businesses
They're just doing more than that.
Problem. Less than a year and a half since Vancouver decriminalized drugs, they have actually recriminalized them and made it illegal once more to use drugs in public. But this decision has had no noticeable impact on East Hastings Street, where hundreds of addicts still line the streets, openly using substances. In all my travels, it is clear that this issue is not one that comes with an easy solution. And much like addiction,
the way they be
homelessness
leaning
is
be
rampant.
killing me though.
The
They be
downtown
like,
east side is one of the poorest postal codes in all of Canada,
that
with a
should be
median
crazy.
income of $36,779 per year, which stands in stark contrast to the wildly out-of-control housing market here in Vancouver. The average home price in Vancouver is over $1.3 million, and that's including apartments and condos. If you want a townhouse, $1.7 million. If you want a standalone house, $2.2 million. In 2024, it is currently the hardest it has ever been to own a home in Vancouver. The monthly cost of a home here is 106% of the monthly median income, making it nearly impossible for a normal person to own a home in Vancouver. To qualify for an average priced home here, you need an annual income of $237,000 per year. And if you want to rent a one-bedroom apartment, you need over $2,700 a month. So in today's episode, I visit DTES and speak with the residents there to experience firsthand life on East Hastings.
There's no help for any of us out here.
It's like a trap. You come in, you can't get out.
It's pretty traumatic down here, the shit you see.
If there was a Sodom and Gomorrah, Vancouver, this would be it.
Sodom and Gomorrah? That's from One Piece. I don't know what else it's from.
Shit is where the magic happens.
Buckethead.
Right now is Oppenheimer Park, and you were saying that not long ago there was a bunch of tents that were here, right?
You couldn't see any of the grass back here at all. 6 months ago-ish, the government and city and police came and cleaned it all out.
So in 2020, this entire area was basically in a tent city because I think it was costing like $4 million annually or something like that to like just maintain the chaos that was already here. Again, the juxtaposition of Vancouver is like you have this beautiful nature surroundings and then the economic issues are here and visible to everybody.
Yeah, so we are at Hastings in Maine. Some people call it Wastings in Pain. It's also known as Pill Corner.
What happened to your hand?
Oh, that was
These niggas high about to make me want to go get high. Nigga, smoke me a J, nigga, they.
So the medical care, unfortunately, because I can't go to the hospitals, I have to trust wound care. I won't take these off because there's holes the size of tunis, and I was poisoned, and it just did something to the inside of my body where the previous drug usage were holes, it just sort of exploded.
I've seen flesh-eating injuries like these before, and they're most likely caused by the drug xylazine that has flooded American drug markets in recent years, and has now made its way up to Canada. And what is life like down here on East Hastings?
No, it sucks, really.
Honestly, rough compared to what I'm used to. This is not what I'm used to living like. It's not my lifestyle.
It's pretty hectic.
Shit.
Right now, I'm
It
homeless.
looks like it fits you
Usually,
very
I
well.
pass out where I drop. It could be here, it could be there, it could be the park, it could be wherever. And not all
That's
places
tough.
where you drop are kind of nice.
Always to hold your stuff tightly to your body.
That
To your head.
Zila shit is tranquilizers.
Somebody will steal your shit. I'm a carver. Somebody steals all my carving tools, my masks and everything. You can scream all you want. Fuck, everybody will laugh.
What originally brought you down here?
It was my kids, actually. My kids, but sadly, my kids went back to Kelowna. They passed away in a house fire.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, but you know what? I know they're still with me and all that, and my sister is still with me. So you know what? I'm happy.
Slavery never ended. We are still slaves. It doesn't matter what color you are, what nation you are from.
Living on the downtown east side is pretty hard. It's like a trap. You come in, you can't get out.
Where are you originally from?
Calgary. We came down here to have a baby. We got our baby, and now we're trying to fight to get her back.
How long have you been out here in East Hastings?
3 years. Came out here for a couple of reasons. One of them to find our lost daughter.
I actually came out here to look for my daughter.
Yeah,
And I hadn't heard
niggas,
from her for 6 months.
once you get past crack and shit, bro, you'll do anything, bro. You'll
Someone
do
was out
anything.
of town and they didn't know about East Hastings.
Once you
How
start
would
shooting
describe
shit
the
into
area
you,
to
bro, anything goes, bro. There's no limits to the
There's
shit.
authority down here. I wouldn't want nobody to ever come here.
How would you describe it to someone who's never heard of it?
Hell. Sharing a single room occupancy in a bathroom with 60 people, one room full of rats and cockroaches. That's what you get when you move here.
No access to a kitchen?
No.
It's a joke. Everybody's asleep and venting out. And the government's helping perpetuate that. They don't want to get you off the dope. They want to give you a secondary addiction. Everybody's making money off the fent crisis.
Run. Don't even look. Don't even come. Because it's not what it appears to be. Vancouver is a
bet you
beautiful,
she's
beautiful
like
place.
40.
Outside of that,
Bet you
I've
she's
never
like
seen
40.
as much carnage now than
Don't
I've
do
ever
drugs,
seen
man.
in the whole time I've been here.
I used to come down here to buy crack like a long
I don't
time
want to
ago
see
when I
that
was,
shit.
like,
I
17,
don't want to see no
then I started
skinny
living
and
here
disorder.
14
I'm
years
good.
ago.
You said you had watched my Juggalo video. I want to thank you for taking time out to watch it.
Well, yeah, it was fucking hilarious, you know?
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to Donovan.
You got so fuckered in that thing, too. I was like, is he gonna live?
I'm cooking right now, cold ass rock.
So we're here doing a video about life in East Hastings. Could you tell me a little bit about it out here?
It's great. There's great people here. People think, oh, it's all violence. There's people that would give you the shirt off their back. It's dangerous, don't get me wrong, you know? Everyone's low income, everyone has addictions, so that's gonna come, right?
Violence is a harsh reality for areas impacted by drug addiction and homelessness. It's an unfortunate
They be
part of daily
frozen
life
like
for
the
many
mannequin
living in East
challenge,
Hastings.
bro.
There was a couple of stabbings last night, and actually this week there's been quite a few stabbings, my friend included.
How common are acts of violence like that around here?
Every day.
I mean, is it like drug related for the most part, or is it random?
Not only drug related, there's all kinds of reasons why, like stress and being homeless, and adds to it too, right? And everybody's all stressed out.
He attacked me a few times. I got about 6 fights now. The police won't do nothing about it. He see the fight going, he won't do a thing about it. So that's what happened. I have my finger destroyed, totally destroyed by a hammer.
This nigga got a Luigi hat on.
Yesterday there was a stabbing, but a couple other guys and me we dealt with it, and we got the guy, got the knife away from him, and yeah. So we got it all taken care of.
I had my head crushed, almost decapitated a year ago, New Year's Eve. Could have lifted my scalp and skull up, and you could have seen the interior of my head.
How did that happen?
I got attacked coming out of a safe site. I guess maybe the individuals thought I had money or drugs on me. A woman, I guess, grabbed me from my right shoulder, so when I turned around to look to see who was grabbing me, the other person hit me in the head with a crowbar, and I felt my head crack like an egg on a frying pan. These kind of assaults are not uncommon, and had some torturous things done to me, and when I felt my lower back give way where I was able to walk again, they had left the door open. Thinking I couldn't walk, I ran for it.
I had 4 ribs kicked in, 2 of them punctured my lungs, cracked occipital bone, and a nose through, and a hole through my nose, all because the man...
One thing I can say about these drug addicts, bro, these motherfuckers be resilient, bro. These niggas never die, bro. Like, these niggas, well, if they overdose, but these niggas be falling off buildings, bouncing back up, getting hit by cars, just keep it pushing, bro. I don't know what they be putting in this shit, but
I caught him.
these niggas be having superpowers, bro.
Him. I brought it to the attention of his boss, found out that they were involved in it too. They hired 4 thugs to kill me. That's what you get for it. All teeth gone, and I'm missing 50% of my lungs.
That happened here.
That happened 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I've been a bit worried while we've been out here because people will like walk by and obviously say a threat. Because we're here with the camera and I get that it can be invasive and we're stepping in people's homes and I try to be respectful. And so I get it doesn't make me upset. But I have been kind of nervous about someone just coming up and.
Well, you know what I'd say with that camera, don't be out here after dark.
Honestly, usually I'm banging on people's windows and shit, like fucking not like letting them film and shit. So like I'm like super like, yeah, it's trippy that you got the camera on here.
I appreciate you letting us down here, not being upset that we're filming.
Fucking, I watch all your videos, bro, man, since way back when. Yeah.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that.
Yeah. People say it's all dangerous and this and that, right? And sure it is if you do stupid shit and like go in like dumb places at dumb times and doing it and cameras down here.
This nigga slow down, bro.
I don't like how like the fucking documentaries and shit
This
make it seem all
nigga's
scary and
thinking
shit. I do not like that shit.
1,000 words a minute, bro.
But it is like that at the same time, a little bit.
Using the internet without ExpressVPN is like staying signed into your account. Service when you're on a safe pressing has unlocked the God 5 feed. Anyone that's using safe code on Screencam.
What are some of the difficulties you run into being a female out here on East Hastings? I feel like it's got to be difficult.
Oh my God, between the other females and then the males, like when you're not ducking and dodging creepy dudes that are
L Snipe is
24/7,
crazy, bro. I want
trying to run
perfect.
up on you and
Nigga's
like,
a
take
hater.
advantage of you, especially if you're naive. And I'm pretty naive. Being down here, it's not. It's every sucker for themselves.
She got a swag hat. She up to
Every time
no
I close
good.
my eyes or every time my back is turned, my bag's getting pilfered or ran off with. I mean, last disability check, I cashed it. I spent $80, $88 to be exact, before the rest of it was stolen.
Is it difficult being a woman out here?
It is. It's much harder being a woman, and in some cases, it's easier being a woman. As a woman on the downtown east side, I've lucked out. I haven't been seriously hurt, but that doesn't mean that I haven't been hurt in other ways.
I got stabbed in the face about 2 months ago, 15 stitches to my tongue.
Why did they stab you in your face?
I was sort of kicking somebody out of where we were of a site, right? He wasn't doing something good, and he stabbed me. He was having a bad day, and I would hate to see him go to jail for a long time because he has a kid and he has an opportunity to get out of here. He's young. He apologized and I accepted it.
It's really empathetic of you. With all the trauma and stuff that's happened to you in this area, what keeps you around East Hastings?
My financial
I can't
circumstances.
accept
that's
nobody
why
apology and
I
stab me in my
still
face.
down on the
I don't
east
care
side.
What can the government do to help
your life
the people down
situation
here
is,
more?
buddy.
There could be people housed, and it just doesn't seem to be going along fast enough.
More affordable markets to shop at. We have all these bodegas with high-priced everything gouging you. We need discounts like stores like Super Value or Superstore and stuff so people can buy healthy vegetables.
People get clean down here, but there's no exit strategy, you know? They're in the same neighborhood, and how long is it going to take before they get rewired? Not long. It's just a matter of time before you use again.
More safe spots to use.
Like safe injection sites?
Safe injection sites, safe smoking sites.
Yeah, it seems like smoking is extremely popular in East
Very
Hastings.
popular, yeah. I quit using needles 3-4 years ago.
They go into these treatment centers, they finish their treatment, and then they get the boot and say, go back out there. No job will take them because they've probably got a criminal record.
If we could send a message to the Canadian government about how to help the people of East Hastings, what would you say?
I'd say do it Red Deer, Alberta did. They weren't going to deal with the addiction out there. They were going to deal with the homelessness. They took all the abandoned buildings, put all the homeless in there, and then brought in addiction workers to work with those that had addictions and mental health. I remember growing up as a kid, we were #1 tourist capital out here. Now it's like nobody wants to come visit Vancouver because of the way it is.
Around what year did it start to change as far as East Hastings turning into what it is now?
98, 99, all the young kids coming on the street, and it was a free-for-all. Nobody had any more pull out here. The more they brought fentanyl in, the more it changed on us.
Fentanyl be
I
fucking
watched my
everything
mom,
up, bro.
My mom was Picton's last victim. So like I watched it change. So
Robert
much.
Picton, I was just watching a video about him,
I'm
bro. That
disgusted
nigga's a
to see
sick
that. I'd rather just
individual,
move out
bro.
of my own city.
I think they should build rooms for people.
More
This
affordable
nigga,
housing?
hold on. That's besides the point. This nigga Robert Picton. This nigga was a butcher. He was killing women, bro. Chopping their body up, mixing it with the pig meat, and selling it to people, bro. He was selling pig meat to people in Canada. Niggas is sick, bro. And the authorities found out about it, and they didn't recall none of the meat, bro. They didn't do nothing about it, bro. That's sick. You're sick.
Yeah, more affordable housing. It's just like they say 2,500 first floor It's affordable housing.
This is an issue that I ran into when I visited Hawaii and experienced the housing crisis out there.
There is a very similar crisis happening here in Vancouver. Foreign investors are buying up the properties, leaving locals with limited affordable housing. Even with attempts to regulate short-term rentals and prevent foreign investors from purchasing properties, local housing prices continue to skyrocket,
resulting in severe issue with housing deficiencies and the inability for local residents to afford housing in the place where they grew up.
We know that folks who are homeless have much higher rates of death and half the life expectancy of people who are housed.
Homeless people everywhere. We have shipping containers, stacks of those things kicking around here, and no one wants to do anything with them.
Yeah, it's fascinating. I heard about this story
you
in
can
Los
make houses
Angeles
out of
where
shipping
this guy had built a bunch of tiny homes for the homeless people, and the government came and like demolished them and repossessed all his materials.
Yeah.
It seems like the housing market here in Vancouver is like completely out of control.
That's some hating
It's
shit.
retarded. If you go drive up Oak Street, up Granville Street, every block there is at least 4 to 5 abandoned houses. They'd rather just tear them down, say, fuck you, you don't need a house. They don't want to live in these fucking bug-infested, drug-infested fucking SROs.
So if you live in the area and you're looking for affordable housing, I guess something they offer is a SRO.
Yeah, so the SRO is like stands for single room occupancy. It's like a form of government housing that tend to be in buildings that are zoned for it, which are like hotels. There's been a lot of cases, I'm sure you can find like headlines and articles about this, where like a building owner will just like subdivide and pack in as many people as they can so they can get the checks from the government. They don't do much to support like the standard of living in them. So drug use is really rampant in them, crime's really rampant in them. There was one around here, I think a couple blocks away, that burnt down a couple years ago, just because people are in there doing whatever. There's no oversight really. The government just wants to be able to say they're offering it and that people are using it.
Yeah, so I'd imagine a lot of the people that get an SRO might not enjoy the experience that much.
For sure. It's definitely a chaotic way to live. Even if you're coming from somewhere like the streets, it doesn't exactly end just because you have 4 walls and a roof over your head. There's, bigger issues at play.
Is it kind of wild to be sleeping out here on the street and knowing that like right in front of us is a gigantic hotel that's abandoned and vacant?
Yeah, it's a piss off. So what, there's 7 floors there? That's what, 700 apartments, 700 rooms?
Canada's housing market is pretty insane right now.
I get what they're saying. They could just get them off the streets and put them in the houses. But who? The government. Never mind. They want the government to pay for it. Never mind. But then that's coming out of taxpayers. Never mind.
How would you even be able to afford a house on your own unless you have a very high income job?
I'm on welfare. I get $635 right now, just on welfare alone as a single person. That doesn't even pay for a bachelor apartment. It's $800 for a month just to rent a hotel room.
Yeah, if you get a place for $1,200, it's sharing and fucking walk-in closet or whatever, right? Some people, oh, you can't move here because you have a girlfriend and a dog. So one person will get a place to live or whatever, but they got family and they're not going to leave them. Also, people forget housing, living outside is a lifestyle choice for a lot of people.
Yeah, I've definitely heard that before from some people that they don't want to be told when to wake up or go to sleep or have rules and be inside.
Exactly. Yeah, when they're finding them or throwing their sleeping bags or tents out in the winter, that really gets to me.
I'm paying like $500 to live in an SRO, and most of these people don't even got a chance to go SRO. Well, they burn parts of the buildings down, so fire, and somebody will go in and light hibachi or something in their damn room or a heater, and then they light that on fire, which puts more people on the street, and all these people
fucking licks. You talk about the homeless niggas, bro. You calling the homeless nigga licks?
They lay down. They're getting stole for that ID.
They're doing fit, but a lot of them didn't do fit because they wanted to. They got tricked into doing fit.
Who not deserve it. They give a nice big 1-bedroom for the same price I'm paying for a tiny little room.
Luigi tweaked out, bro.
The people destroy it.
I'm on the street for the last 3 years.
Yeah, where are you sleeping tonight?
In a box somewhere.
There's no help for any of us out here. Like, they're shutting shelters down.
What you mean that's not true? A lot of the people that got hooked on fent didn't choose to get hooked on fent. That's just being laced in a whole lot of shit, and they're getting hooked on. There are people that willingly chose to do it, but most of these people are not. Most of the niggas was doing dope before, true. and they shit got laced with fent. People were lacing shit with fent because it was making it more addictive. So niggas think they buying dope. They get some fake fent laced dope, and now they addicted to fent. Now they copping fent. Now they need the fent. It's a fucked up system, bro.
Telling us that they're going to close the Osborne in a couple months. It's up to us. If we don't find housing, we're back on the street again.
Yeah, right now I'm living in a shelter.
How is life in the shelter out here?
So like, a lot of them are kind of crazy, man. Like the one up there was kind of nuts.
Because SROs, you might as well be on the street. If you're in an SRO, you're waking up every day to the next door neighbor that just ripped you off or did something horrible to you, and you have no choice but to put up with it. Otherwise, you lose your housing.
If you do something about it, you get kicked out.
Lick to begin with.
Put in a single room occupant.
Yeah, they were lick to begin with, but fentanyl and dope has two different effects. You feel me? So yeah, they've been a lick. I ain't gonna lie, they've been a jug. But fentanyl is deadly and highly, highly, highly destructive to the human body. You feel me? No, they don't.
An SRO.
No, they don't.
Put in there, they get to live with roaches and rats and sit there and go, I gotta stay.
Oh, they do the same thing. You mean feeling wise? I'm talking
They have
about
a mountain
like
to climb.
the
to get
amount
their
of
own
like
place
how
and
addictive
actually,
it is and how
have a
fatal it
stable
can be.
income in life.
It's ridiculous.
So
The
obviously
amount
call
of
to
fent
get
that it
back
takes
into
to
doing
kill
drugs
you
and
is very
escaping it all
minuscule.
For a little bit of dopamine is very enticing.
Basically, in the 80s, a thing that really kick-started the mess that's going on down here is we had a huge mental health facility, and when it got shut down, the promises the mayor made were, we're not going to force you to stay in this institution anymore, but we will have services available to you, which was just a straight-up lie. They opened this massive mental health facility and just let everyone out onto the streets.
So you're all immediately homeless?
All immediately homeless with no support.
Yeah, bro, they're hooked, bro.
What have you seen happen to the
They're
housing
hooked,
market
brother.
here in Vancouver over
You
the
ask
last
anybody
30?
if they're addicted to anything, they're addicted. That's what addiction is. They don't want to stop. They like this shit. That don't mean they can't get help, or you shouldn't seek to help them. I mean, first they gotta want to help themselves before you can help them. But just because they addicted to some shit, that don't mean they pieces of shit and should be living on the street. Like, I don't know what the solution is, but this can't be the solution. Just like fuck it, just let them do them. You know.
40 years.
Well, it's definitely skyrocketed. The typical Canadian can't afford to buy a house in the country that they come from.
Vancouver's move to decriminalize small amounts of hard drugs has been very controversial. Supporters see it as a necessary shift towards addressing addiction as a mental health issue rather than a crime, but critics say it leads to more drug use and further strains already struggling neighborhoods.
We are pretty fed up with this fight against evidence-based programs that actually are saving lives. We cannot allow the Conservatives to take us back to the failed ideology of the past.
No common sense. The evidence is seen in the tragic faces of addicts who lie overdosed on the pavement in the downtown east side of Vancouver, where after this Prime Minister spent $100 million handing out free drugs to addicts, he has led to a 300% increase in overdoses. Will he stop giving dollars for drugs and instead follow my common sense plan to put the resources into treatment and recovery to bring our loved ones home drug-free?
Clearly, harm reduction programs to help combat addiction are controversial ones, but with flesh-eating drugs like xylazine flooding the market, something obviously must be
definitely
done.
need
How have
help.
you seen the introduction of Trank affect the people of the area?
Trank's not a good thing. I've watched so many of my friends drop. It's in everything now. Trank's being used as every kind of foreign drug out there. Crystal meth, crack, the down. All of it's got Trank in it. Everyone's like addicted to it.
I know Vancouver's made some efforts to like decriminalize drugs and stuff. What's your stance on that? Should drugs be decriminalized?
I think that's stupid as hell. Now the taxpayer is paying the government, is paying the dope dealer basically.
So you feel like it should be illegal?
Yeah, totally. It's bad for the kids, it's bad for you.
So you don't think it's helping the addicts out here?
No, that's making it worse. I think there's more deaths now than ever before.
So you don't feel like the harm reduction stuff is supplying clean drugs that are safer?
I think that's a good thing. Harm reduction is a great thing. But there needs to be more boundaries on it, I think.
Before they really decriminalize it again.
Hold on, she low-key spitting though. She low-key spitting. Nah. She might Bro, she's addicted to getting high, bro. She low-key was spitting, bro. She can't wait to get her fix. You right, bro, but she low-key spitting right there. You ain't hear her. You wasn't listening. I was listening. I'm tapped in with her. She was low-key spitting.
They should really think twice about it again, eh? I get my fucking morphine, 11 morphines a day, 100 Acadian morphines. That's a lot of dope for one person, right?
Oh, yeah. So what's your take on the decriminalization thing? Do you think it was good or bad for the area?
They tested the drugs there. It was all mostly trank, eh? That was going out. When people were out there buying heroin, right? And I've seen so many people die from it too. I wouldn't say genocide, but fucking.
See, they're talking about trink, not fucking
I
fent.
think decriminalizing.
I guess in
is a bad
Canada they
idea,
got a
first of all,
trink.
and now recriminalizing it. I'm waiting for a riot.
Make the fucking drugs not illegal again, because I heard they're switching that up, and ever since the cops been coming and like taking people's shit and shit, they're just using it as an excuse to take people's shit.
Do you feel like drug addiction
Make the drugs not illegal.
should be treated like a mental health issue or a criminal issue?
It's a mental health issue. Because a lot of us guys, we have mental health and we use the drugs to get away from the mental health because we don't know how to deal with our own mental health issues.
Vancouver implemented its own decriminalization a long time ago when they came out with community court, where if you are in a downtown east side zip code, you basically commit a crime within the downtown east side, not put through regular court. They take into account the fact that there is homelessness, the fact that you're an addict, the fact that you're surrounded by criminals who are doing things and desperate. Vancouver's the only place I know of where you can just walk into the courthouse and vacate a warrant. If you stay quiet and you don't bother the public, as a dope dealer or as a dope user, they'll let you go. They'll even help you.
Next, Amelia, a local harm reduction advocate, shows us around as we discuss the efficacy of harm reduction programs.
Vancouver specifically has been controversial for its attempts to try to do harm reduction services, right, to combat addiction.
So we had a legal safe supply program, which was a prescription of hydromorphone, also known as Dilaudid, DILIs, to people who were at high risk of overdose or severe withdrawals. They can kind of survive without further complications to their health. If I wanted to return to substances, I would get dropped by fentanyl. And so the idea that I can go access something that has been tested, is way lower dosed, have the effects that I was looking for, I would definitely opt to seek a safer supply in that sense, because I don't want to die.
But with that logic, it's not like you're trying to stop the drug use. You're just trying to stop the death. But you're not trying to stop the drug use. So they just want them. I don't know.
Fentanyl, it's like this awesome
Drugs
dice
is
roll
bad,
as
but
to
it's
how
important
much
for the
drugs you're
community.
actually doing
That's
every time.
crazy.
I almost wish
That's
I
crazy.
missed when it was just fentanyl. Now it's like the trank dope and the benzo dope, like you're seeing down in the States. We have it here too.
Frank is here as well.
Yeah, trank is here. I feel like for Vancouver, what we have is a housing problem, and we have a mental health problem, and we have just an ongoing war against the poor.
I can imagine these guys have quite a mountain to climb to think about, getting their health in order and then somehow coming up with the funds to get a way of transporting themselves to a job and then
How's it
housing
good?
when it's probably like, what, $2,500 a month?
I mean, how is it important for the community?
Yeah, and then it's also finding a job when you have a criminal history, because now your last 10 years of your life has been criminalized, so.
Yeah. Behind me right here is one of 4 washrooms that are in the area, right?
Yeah, it's one of 4 public washrooms that people can utilize. They're slated to get shut down soon. This is Smokey D's work. He's like a really well-known graffiti writer, and this is what he has recently done to try and get the message out that we need the washrooms down here still.
The washroom is cleaning
Washrooms is
itself
a
right
good
now.
idea. Washrooms are a good idea.
Never seen one of these do that. It's pretty cool.
Now we visit Insight, a safe injection site in Vancouver that offers clean drug supplies and has medical staff present to provide addiction treatment, mental health assistance, and first aid in the event of an overdose or injury.
Behind me is Insight. You were saying it's actually the first safe injection site in North America?
Yeah, so this is the first safe injection site in North America. It's also one of the largest, I believe, and then it is really amazing in the fact that it's top couple levels are also a detox and transitional housing.
Definitely doing a lot to help the area.
Yeah, definitely doing the most.
You know, the fentanyl's kind of fucking shitty and whatever, right? It'd be cool if it was just straight up like heroin, like back in the day, where it wasn't like, yeah, dude, yeah, dude.
Let me read what this nigga said. When you got drugs around the community, niggas get funding and they act like they're helping, but they're not. To keep the grants and shit coming, they need people to get high. And when people get high, you can fund Section 8, shit like that. So no, yeah, but no, we don't need communities being funded strictly on government assistant program, bro. We need communities that can self thrive, you know? People we need people we need more independency, bro. I get the funding and bringing in resources and shit, yeah, but that shouldn't be how the community is ran. That should help the community get on their feet so they can get off of these programs, bro. We don't drugs staying in the community is all it's gonna do is keep repeating the cycle, repeating the cycle, repeating the cycle. That's not what we're trying to do here. Unless that's what you're trying to do and just keep the cycle coming and funding, get Section 8 and all that. That's not, I don't think that's a solution. I don't think that's important. Oh yeah, that's probably why they want to keep drugs coming in for sure. But that's not important. That's them holding. That's the system holding us down, bro. That's the system stagnating growth, bro.
They're like tranking the fentanyl.
Yeah, they're tranking the fentanyl, man. But like honestly, everyone around here is like they'll tell you what you're buying.
One of the most interesting scenes I witnessed on East Hastings.
Yeah, this
was
is
the
that.
booming
Yeah, I
resale
agree with
market
that.
all
It's
along
keeping
the
it the way it
sidewalks.
is.
Here,
But we
personal
need change,
possessions
bro.
and stolen goods are openly bartered for necessities, money, and most of all, drugs.
So it seems like this street right here is a pretty big resale community, right?
We tend not to prosecute the drug user or like the low end of crime here in Vancouver and in Canada, even just generally. Even major crimes don't get prosecuted in the same way they do in the States.
change,
But yeah,
bro.
you'll see a lot of goods that may have
We all
come
need to be the
from someone's
change.
car, not a store around here. So.
It's a lot of petty theft, I would imagine.
Yeah, I mean, I would say car theft is one of the major ones that goes on. I've had windows smashed on vehicles and change stolen probably like 5 or 6 times in my life. Just they don't take anything else and try and steal the car. It's just anything is just sitting. They'll smash and just grab.
5 or 6 times?
Yeah, 5 or 6. In my driveway. Yeah, so a big thing in Vancouver is if you own a bike, lock it up. And as you can see here, even if you lock it up, you're probably going to have pieces
Nah,
of
that's
it,
sick.
ripped apart and sold. And as you can
Well,
see
hold
here,
on. That is sick, bro. Imagine you try to lock your bike up, or nigga got it through the fucking chain and everything, and nigga just left you. That's like when people be leaving. When people be leaving people cars on bricks and shit and stealing their tires, bro. They are fucking disrespectful, bro.
even if you lock it up, you're probably going to have pieces of it ripped apart and sold online.
Yeah, so it seems like this street has a lot of resellers and things. Could you speak about that a little bit?
A whole bunch of resellers because, hey, that's all we can do. What we can do, we're the poor people. We don't have enough money to live.
You know, this is my shit anyway, man. No. If you don't want to buy anything, got the speakers here and shit, you know? Yeah.
How much does the speaker cost?
Man, yo, I'm selling for a homie. He said 170 for both of them. I'm selling for 20. You know what I mean? Like, I got that low price, bro. Legit. Yeah.
What's that low?
Legit. Legit. Oh, man, DeWalt, man, all that shit. Anyway, nothing here and there. Fucking all the good shit's gone. Yo, you know.
Yeah, niggas be stealing catalytic converters in 30 seconds, bro. Hop under your car, boop, 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 you're done.
Name brand glasses.
Yeah, no doubt.
I got the fucking ultra scuffed broken glasses.
Oh, no doubt, dude. Goddamn. Fucking A.
Been fucked for months.
Yeah, man. That's fucking, you're here in the trenches. Oh, anyways.
That guy's a knife in his hand.
Oh, yeah, yo, I'm not gonna speak on it.
They would, bro. That's what addiction is, bro.
Yo, some real gnarly
That's
shit.
what addiction
There's a reason
is,
you want to
bro.
go on, brother. Yeah, I know it's that Chinese company and shit, brother. Hey, I'm good on all that, man. I don't fucking trust those guys, man. The reason being is like they fucked me fucking too many times, man, with phones. Anyway, I appreciate the offer. $1 each?
$1 each.
Since you're the last ones, we do 2 for $2? No. Alright, 2 for $3.
Okay.
Alright.
Hard bargaining.
Wait a minute. Then he just said $1 each, and then he paid 2 for $3. Am I tweaking? Hold on.
Too many times, man.
Oh, $2 each.
Two for
My
$3?
fault.
Alright, 2 for $3.
Okay.
Alright.
Hard bargaining.
Yeah, man, that's what you gotta do, man. Here and there.
This guy read the art of the deal.
Hello, man. Fucking name. So, hey, we're on the Brandon Buckingham show, bro. Do you have anything to say, dude?
Whoever's killing everybody, you gotta stop.
Alright. So I think, about night and day, I think it's a little different, right?
There's people coming down here dying because they're experimenting with pills and stuff.
Yeah,
It's got
bro,
fentanyl in
it's
it.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah, true that.
bro. The nigga is tweaking so hard, it doesn't even seem real. Like, this seems like some shit, like, you in a movie and they say act like a tweaker, bro. Act like a joke. This is what I would expect somebody to do, bro. That's not funny. It's sad, but
So let's you guys are
I'm just
dying too,
saying.
you know.
I'm just saying, it's crazy.
If you're
bro.
gonna use, go to ops or go
All the people
to.
down here are all new people. These aren't people that have been down here for any amount of time.
Yeah, legit, man.
They didn't put no time in down here. I was down here 27 years ago when the drugs were good. You should have seen how bad it was then.
Yo, I'm 2 years in, man. He's talking about me right now. Legit.
I'm talking about everybody here.
Yo, yeah, no doubt, eh? Good damn. Fucking A. No, fucking A.
It's 27 years I've been down here.
Hey, good for
And my
you, man.
dad died and I quit. Now these guys are my drugs now.
Right on, man. Hey, that's
See, you
positive.
quit,
fucking-
bro.
Yeah,
That's
that's awesome,
positive,
man.
bro.
Right on, man.
Keep
Happy
your
days.
head
Give me
up,
more
bro.
than any drug can.
How long you been down in East Hastings?
I was living down here actually for 5.5 years before I started getting into the shelters. I've been on housing lists for 8 years now.
It's a long wait. Did you ever imagine that you'd be homeless?
No, not at all. What had happened was, like, right out of high school, I moved here from the Okanagan, and I went to BCIT to become a glazer, and I ended up having a
Wait a
prolapse.
minute. To become a glazer is crazy. A glazer is crazy. What the fuck is a glazer?
From the Okanagan, and I went to BCIT to become a glazer.
Yeah, this person is selling different type of glass products such as insulated glass, everything, warm quarter temperature. Okay. Glazer is crazy though. I will have to get a different job title. I'm a glass man, bro.
And I ended up having a prolapse at work. Do you know what a prolapse is?
What is it?
Basically, I lifted so hard, you push your asshole out.
And it's from lifting so much weight?
Yeah, I did a deadlift of 1,700 pounds with another guy. The window was 22 feet tall.
That was probably a life-changing moment.
Oh yeah, 4 surgeries. I tried going back to work 6 months later. I had another one, and
This
then
is
I
ass-
took 3 months off.
He lifts so
and
hard
then
his
I went
ass
back to
fell out.
work again, and it happened within 4 hours.
That's like an excruciatingly horrible thing to happen, right?
Oh, it's severe pain. Well, the doctor put me on oxys. I had no clue what they were.
For someone who's never heard of East Hastings Street, how would you describe it to them?
Okay, my ex-wife's youngest brother, through their church, he did this missionary thing, and he went down to Skid Row in LA. He says it's safer walking down there at night by himself than it is walking down here during the day.
Yeah, it was wild to see some of the vacant hotels, like the Regent Hotel.
Nigga just getting high around all the addicts. See
A lot
me
of bad
for
things
real.
have
That would
happened
be
at the
me.
Regent Hotel.
I'm blowing down my tree. I don't want
What are your
nothing
thoughts
y'all
about
touching,
the
but I'm
housing
blowing my
market here
tree
in
down,
Vancouver
man.
and the prices?
I actually found out from 3 lawyers that BPD is privately owned by a Chinese individual in the States, and their wages are paid by philanthropists, high rollers down here that want tax write-offs.
What are you saying over there, bro? What are you saying? Man, every day is a good day, man. You know that, man. Yeah, man, I paid $10 for it. I'll sell it for $10, man. She rips. Yeah.
She rips.
She rips, right? Yeah. No, she does, man. Fucking like 1,100 RPM, bro.
Yeah, how long have you guys known each other?
Fucking, fucking give or
8
take, fucking
months.
8 months. Yeah, sure.
Does the trank feel similar to how like Xanax feels?
Oh, maybe. Honestly, like, no.
I've never done Xanax.
You know, I've only done it by accident, man. Well, it's true, man. I didn't inhale it, but you know, I don't know.
Trank is a lot more intense, but there's no fentanyl in it. It's straight tranquilizer, and people can Narcan you all they want. It's not gonna do anything. Okay, so there's 3 types of fentanyl out here. There's salt, there's cucumber, and there's gas fent.
Hello. Have a good evening.
I believe it. What I've heard is gas fent is only 3 molecules away from being crocodile.
This camera just saved us, bro.
Yeah,
Hey, legit.
the power of the camera.
Legit, man. They didn't even want to fucking stop and fucking harass us or nothing. They know they're on camera, bro. They didn't even. Yo, legit camera. Hey, man, $5, brother. No. Oh, goddamn, brother.
That's no.
Yeah, that's a no go. It was up there,
You know, you're capable of doing down. You turn into a porn star. And literally, fucking, I walked away, fucking blue balls 3 hours later. Like, I give up.
Yeah,
just forfeit the attempt.
Yeah.
Yeah, Skrilla has that pop too many perks. I fucked the bitch, I couldn't come.
Fuck the bitch, I couldn't come. Fuck that Skrilla, hell yeah.
Down in Kensington. Damn, man, this microphone makes me feel like, oh, yeah, yo, I know what you're doing, bro. I know. Yo, secret sauce, man. Put a microphone in your hand. Yo, legit. Bro. Anything you see here, man, you interested in? I'll give it to you fucking cheap as fuck, man.
How cheap are we talking?
I'm talking like I live in a shelter. I'm trying to fucking downsize, brother.
Sell me on something.
You want me to sell
I'm
you on
open
something?
to being convinced.
Yo, is there a little chip, brother? Right, Falcon right here, bro. That's Swiss-made shit.
Oh, buddy, I used to landscape. I know.
Oh, you know your shit. All right, so Lee Garden quality fucking tool right here, man.
Sure.
In its heyday, $80, I bet you, because the last ones I had were $80. Yo, I had some wire snips from the same company, man. TikTok video every time I snip some shit. I'm not even fucking around, bro. It felt like a TikTok video. It was amazing. Okay, so we got fucking Yukon, fucking ice
It
cream.
felt like a TikTok video. It was amazing. This
I can't do
nigga.
mathematics. Passes it all along, eh?
Sounds great to me.
Right.
I'm probably chill on that, honestly. I don't even like ice cream sandwiches.
Yeah, no doubt, but like, it's be rude not to eat my fucking gross yeasting fucking ice cream sandwich, bro. There, and then mathematically, then we gotta do one more. Yeah, you don't have to eat it, man. Yeah, cheers. Yeah, get in there. Oh yeah, everybody's stoked. All right.
How do you feel about some of the stuff that's said on the internet about how dangerous this area is?
Fuck all those documentaries, man. Literally, there's a narrative they're pushing, and it's fucking not really with it. Like, sure, it is dangerous, right? It's dangerous, man. Shit pops off. But, like, if you don't put yourself in those situations, it's not going to be like that. If you don't steal from fucking people and do this and that, like, you steal from the rich, give to the poor, right? Anything other than that is going to probably get you fucking hammed up.
It's like jail. You keep your head down and do your own time.
No doubt. Anyway.
I mean, we've been out here for like 8 hours, and, you know, some people have been a little irritable, but, you know, there's been no issues.
Yeah, I'm really surprised, man. Like, why, I don't know, man. I'm stoked in that, man. It's really just vibes. All year round, man, we're chasing around cameras, bro. Like, I literally don't like cameras. I don't fucking like cameras out here.
Yo, now that I think about it, I know niggas like him. They don't be like all the extra movements, but their thoughts be all over the place like that, bro.
There'll be like people rolling up right and like
I be
filming
thinking.
shit. I would go bang on their fucking window and shit and get the fuck out of here.
Don't eat any yellow snow and don't accept any wooden nickels.
Yeah, man, wooden
Stick
nickels
on
don't.
the
Yeah,
ice.
keep your stick on that. All right, yeah. Fucking wise words. I don't know, bro.
What advice would you give to someone who might just be first experimenting with drug use?
I mean, what is experimentation with drug use? You either do them or you don't. I never ever wanted to be addicted to opiates. I still don't want to be addicted to opiates. I hate them. They suck.
Get clean and get out.
Do you have any advice for people out there that are struggling with addiction?
Never stop trying to quit. Like, relapsing is part of quitting, right? So.
Steer clear of being an addict. It's not fun. It's almost chalked up to be.
If you can help, try to help.
Is there anything else you want to say to the people
Chalked
out
up to
there?
be. I don't think
There is a
anybody
way of
hyped up
life,
being
it
an
is
addict.
fentanyl.
Don't come around here.
Just be good to one another. It's so important. That's the most important thing.
Thanks for listening to us, and be safe. Always know where your harm reduction centers are.
For people that watch this that want to donate to help the people of the area, whether it's through harm reduction or whatever, what are some good resources that they could look into?
PHS is a really good organization. They're the one that runs Insight here. If you're looking for more grassroots organizations, there's the Vancouver Area Network of Drug Users, VANDU, as well as the Drug User Liberation Front, which right now is seeking legal aid. And if you just do a search on Twitter for both VANDU or DOLF, ways to donate to them should pop up.
Thank you so much for all that you do and for coming out with us today and walking around and giving us some information and everything. If anyone wants to follow you on social media, what's your Instagram?
I have a harm reduction Instagram at Healing and Harm Reduction, and I post a lot about the community, and I also am looking to collaborate more with harm reductionists around North America.
Yeah, do you have any final statements about East Hastings as a whole?
I love it here. East Hastings community kept me safe when I was struggling and on my own as a young person. And so now I just love spending my time with folks that
Real nigga right
were
there.
once
She a
keeping me
real
safe,
nigga.
and I can do the same
Give
for
back
them.
to the people that
You
gave
have a
you,
last
man.
message
That's what
for
I
anyone
think, bro.
who's, struggling with mental health or
Even if they
addiction,
didn't
things like
give
that?
to you, bro,
Talk
give
to
back.
people.
Try to make the world a
There
better
are
place, you
groups
know?
for your specific needs.
That's
You're
all we
not
all can do,
alone,
bro.
And there are things that you can do to overcome any challenges you may be facing.
Any words of advice for, someone struggling with depression right now?
Yo, legit, man, fucking, who the fuck isn't, bro? 2022, brother. Legit, fucking keep your head up and fucking also, man, we all got mental health shit, man. Fucking, keep it real. So fucking, I don't know about you, I don't fucking know. But I know me, Yeah.
That's a bar. I don't know about you. I don't know, but I know about me, nigga. He's right there. That's a bar.
Joker at best.
2022 threw me off, though.
Yo, okay, yo,
You
legit.
threw that out.
Yo,
You threw out 2022.
Man, I'm missing out.
Well, appreciate it.
Niggas 2 years in the past, bro. Don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah. I just wanted to say for people that, have some down days and are thinking of taking their life and that to, not let them get to you. Give it some time. It might be a day, it might be 2 days, but everything will work out in the wash eventually. I've had my depressing days, but I'm not going to take my life over it, and neither should anybody else.
I love you all, and I will die for you all. I'm here for you. Thank you very much again. Bye.
Right now I'm at Crab Park, which is just a short distance away from East Hastings Street. Behind me are some tents that are government mandated and allowed to be here, and we're going to speak with someone who's been staying here for a while. All right, so who am I here with?
Suzanne, don't be hard on yourself, because we tend to discriminate our own thoughts before we even think about doing something about it. With all of this going on, it's like there's a lot of politics behind it there.
Walking on the trails here at Crab Park, you can see you have naloxone kit, aka Narcan, sitting here.
Yeah. W video, Brandon. Good shit.